Hello, my fine feathered friends, star seeds, travelers, wanderers, wherever you fit into the grand scheme of things and you're watching this video, welcome. This is a Reiki Share, and we'll start that right now. That's a Chukri and say Reiki and Hun Shu Sei Hun Shu Nin Chukri. And I call upon the Reiki Masters past and present, including Yeshua. I call upon the Emerald Dragon, also a great healer of her own kind and ours. And I call upon the Archangels Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel, Ariel, Archangel Michael, and Archangel Metatron, and Archangel Sandalphon to aid me in this Reiki Share. This is also a Reiki Share for the Emerald Dragon Reiki Oregon pyramids that I make and send out there to be shared with the world. And I'll have to get back on to making those. I know I do. And I'll get on to that too. But right now I'm sending out healing. I know Yara needs healing, still having problems with the neck. Pretty sure Allison Jane still needs healing all over. And suppose Greg needs healing on his heart. Though he never asked, so I don't know whether I should do that or not. But I will. We'll send a little healing his way. Sending healing to Elaine Carlisle for her issues that she's dealing with right now. And to anybody else out there that's got any kind of problems and you come along to this video, may this healing be for you too. If you want the aid from me and the angels and Source, that's where I'm getting the energy, is from Source. This is not my own energy, or I would not be able to do these things, folks. I'm not that powerful. Well, we're all that powerful, I'm going to say. We're all children of God. You want to look at it that way, which I do. I kind of look at it like we're all part of Source. We're part of the whole. Today being the 5th, gave us the number 19. And in the Archangel Metatron Self-Mastery Oracle, that is Fire Dragons Strength. Fire Dragon's Strength. And it shows a pyramid with a dragon around it. A pyramid is actually, that word is says the fire within. So that kind of tells us that the pyramids are energy sources and not tombs. Just saying. And I do remember that from back in the day, when Thoth and all the others walked the earth. And that looks like a golden dragon, really, I have to say. So they're pretty pure, really. They're pretty good. It says here, one of the most powerful allies in this deck is the Metatron Fire Dragon roars into your life, giving you strength, courage, and fortification. Fortifications to fortify you. So we'll call on that dragon too. I didn't know he had a dragon all his own, but I guess that would be apropos. He's an elemental, and Metatron is an architect of the whole thing now. He kind of runs the Akashic records, This fire dragon, he's got a fire dragon working for him. Well, he's got a whole host of angels that are working for him. He's got me working for him. He's got a, well, not that I'm anything compared to these others, but hey, I'm kicking in my little bit. But anyway, let's keep the vibration up. I feel like somebody's coming in here. Let's see who it is. Who art thou? Oh, Metatron. Would you like to speak, Metatron? Well, yes, I would. I come to you this day, brothers and sisters, to let you know that you all can tap in to the sacred geometry, that this is the true matrix, not the perverted one that those that you call rulers have instituted, though they may be following the dictates of others who were not elected by you. Well, we say this is also true. But calling upon us, the angels, the archangels, Source, God, you have the power to overthrow these, for these are but a small portion of your society. They have far more weight by the money that they have stolen, we would say, from you. But that is the only power that they have. They don't have the power, they don't have the numbers that you can have. So join together with your fellow humans and rise up against these oppressors, these negative Nancy's, these ones that eschew the light, that eschew the fire dragon, for its golden light is too much for them. And certainly his fire is too much for them. This is because the devil actually lives in a very cold place. It's so cold that it burns. That's the only reason it's given this connotation of burn in the fires of hell. It's burn in the coldness of hell, for it is far from the light. So this is the truth of the hell. The hell is something that you all create by your greed, your anger, your judgments. All of these lead to hellish conditions upon your planet, right? I think that is the way it is. It's the way we see it from up above. And yes, as above, so below. So there are dark ones that are above you, just as there are dark ones that live with you and below you. So you are above them, and we are above you, and there are others that are above you, and then we are above them. I know this sounds very confusing, and I will not explain it. Yes, I will. This one insists that I do. I will explain it this way, that you are indeed God's children, that you have each come in with a mission, as this one did, that this energy is here to bring forth our messages. That may be your role also, or you may have the role of just holding your energy, holding a loving and kind and compassionate heart. This is a high task indeed, and it takes a master in order to maintain it in such conditions as you seem to find yourselves in. But know that the more you call upon the power, the more power you will have. And know also that with the coming of that power comes a great responsibility, a need to do the right thing, to be of a pure heart, to come from the heart of love and share this strength and this power with all that will come towards the light. Judge not those that have taken the mark of the beast, for only those that willingly did so will retain that mark. Those that were coerced, and many were, can throw that burden off if they did not take a fatal dose, we would say. But to those that did and did it under duress, they are forgiven. They are still able to ascend and rise if they only move away from and go through a little process of purification. So judge not these people. They will judge themselves in the end, as you all do. So we say, be compassionate and kind to most people, and that's what you will experience in your life's review. You will still be having that life's review for a few more years. Those of you that pass, there will come a point when you move more into your body of light that humanity will no longer have that you will be constantly giving forth a positive vibration, and then you will not have the need to have a life's review because you will be reviewing your life in the now, which is actually the only thing that there is. So your past and your future are only another aspect of the now. They are all happening now. You might say, well, how can that be that the future is happening now when I haven't made I haven't seen it yet. And you won't until it happens, right? But when it happens, it'll be now. We know this is a kind of circular argument, but nonetheless, that's what we're dealing with when we talk of time. There is a dimension in which there are three aspects of time: past, present, and future, and only one of space. This is another aspect of your fourth density that you are going through at this time. Within the coming years, you will find that you will remember many of your past lives and be able to see more into your future lives or the possibilities of said life. For you are all connected in the end and always have been. Okay, so he's moving back now a little bit. Yes, indeed. Okay, I guess that was his message. No, he says he wishes that we will all do well that we have faith in the future is what he wants to say. That you do have a future coming, and that even in the end days, there is another day. A new earth, a new heaven, a new insight, he says. And he tells us to go in peace and love. And now he's pulling it back. So there we go. We had a little message from Metatron. Kind of an interesting energy. It's kind of... So, I mean, when he's talking about that second geometry, I mean, he showed me the tetrahedron, the cube, the octahedron, the decahedron, the icosahedron, so the circle. So all those shapes are sacred, he says, and this is part of that matrix on which we ascend. We're all multi-dimensional beings that go up and down. Is one way of looking at it. We could say it's right and left, or backwards and forwards. It matters not to him how you want to stack them. It's just know that they are nested dolls within one within the other, and that they are all aspects of us. So, and that's kind of the vision I got of this nested doll shape coming out of all those fine shapes of sacred geometry. So, there we go. We've got fire, the fire within, with the pyramid. We've got the golden dragon of Metatron's golden dragon of fire, of strength, dragon strength. So we have the strength that we need available to us today, and any day, really. We can call on this power at any time and make the changes that we want to see in this world. And we start with by making the changes within ourselves, right? This is the one way that we know that we have effect. We have an effect upon ourselves. Can't say that we have an effect on anyone else for sure, unless they tell us, right? Unless you write it down, I won't know. So I can assume, or I can discern that is a possibility that some of you will find this beneficial, and if and I just have to go on that, I guess. Unless, of course, you write a note, leave a comment. Would be appreciated. It's good to know that I'm doing that's going out and somebody's listening to it anyway. Not that I need to have that happen. I know that I'm sending out the energy to those people that I listed, and to the Emerald Dragon Reiki Oregon pyramid grid that I've got established out there. And to those people that I mentioned, Yara, Ali, Greg, Elaine. If you would like to be added to this list, leave me a message, leave me a comment that you would like to be included within this as on a regular basis, or if you've got a specific issue, leave that in there, or you can direct message me on Facebook. Twitter is a little harder because I don't really go to notifications that much. I suppose I could. I probably should. I might be getting comments that I didn't know that I was getting, questions that I'm getting, and on that avenue. Yeah, and I haven't gotten back on Telegram. I do know I need to go back to BitChute and Rumble and do a video on those. I'm not like most people that I'll post the same video I do on YouTube to Rumble, because when I'm on Rumble, I kind of like to rumble. I like to mix it up. I like to spit out the truth unabashedly and maybe with some enthusiasm, which they certainly don't like it when we get enthusiastic about tearing down their system. I guess I can't blame them, other than, well, no, I shouldn't judge. I shall judge not, lest I be judged, right? That's the way that one goes. But I do send out healing to you all, and I hope that it does you some good, that it brings some peace and solitude to you. Solace. It's a good thing to have, right? Solace. And know that you're powerful creatures also. I don't know whether I say that enough to y'all, but it is true. You have far more potential than you realize. I have far more potential than I realize. I mean, this is, even though I do some pretty amazing things, maybe, to some people, but to others, it's like, kind of boring, I guess. That's why they only watch 6 minutes of a half-hour Reiki session. So, I don't know what to say other than be in good vibration. You that's a 528 hertz tuning fork there. So it'll give you I don't even know you hear that. That you should hear. So that's the 528 for DNA activation. And righto, I guess that's what I've got right now for you. Yeah, there isn't anybody else out there that's wanting to come through. I was kind of lucky to have Metatron come through, I guess. But know that you are loved by the angels and by me, and Kuan Yin says yes, that she loves you, and the Emerald Dragon says she loves you, and the Green Tara says she loves you. Lady Isis says she loves you. So I'm hearing them all in the background. Hey, don't forget that we love you all. So we've got a lot of loving support out there, and you know, we can call upon it. You can call upon the angels. I am not the only one that can call on them. I'm not the only Reiki master. I mean, I know all this. I'm not an Elena Danan and going to say, yeah, nobody can talk to the Palladians but me, or to her particular Palladian, but her. And yeah, I'm not that kind of person. Excuse me. Yeah, I know that I'm just one among many, and I'm glad that there are many. For there is much to do. There is much to do, children. There is much to do. And we bid you farewell at this point. And know that you are loved.